Coming to you from the center of the universe in Lipsick, Wisconsin, it's the Hot Rod Tuesday podcast.
Hey, welcome to episode 85 of the Hot Rod Tuesday podcast. I'm Tom.
Kyle.
Hot Rod Beth.
And sitting in for Al is...
John, Smoking Gears Garage.
Yeah, so we got a little bit of YouTube celebrityness here. Is that a word?
of.
Celebrityness?
Sure.
It is
It
now.
is,
So you guys, make sure you check out his page here on YouTube, Smoking Gears Garage. Great time. We've had him on the podcast in the past, and it was a
like
good
one
time.
of the first shows, wasn't it?
Yeah,
It
pretty
was-
close to the
yeah.
beginning.
It was pretty close to the
Back
beginning.
when we sucked even more.
Don't say that.
Okay.
We're getting better.
We're getting better.
We're getting better.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're getting better.
Yeah, right.
Every week we get a little better.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, now that Al's gone, it's really good this
It's
week.
really good
Yeah.
this week. Yep. Thank
Yeah.
you so much.
Better looking, too. Doesn't smell nearly as bad.
Yeah.
And
Why'd
he's
you look
not
at John
throwing
when you
his
said
nuts
that?
all over
Because
the
he's
place.
better than
Oh, okay.
he's better than Al. Better looking than Al. That's why. All right.
He's a
so
lot younger than Al too.
Little
holy shit, Beth, settle down. Oh, she's scooting over already. Here we go. Anyway, night 3 tonight. We had the Del Rey's play, and I thought they were fantastic. What do we have? About 185 cars.
Yeah, at least.
Yeah. Because they just kept coming and coming and coming. We had a full show. Next time we're going to have to park a little tighter, I guess, and maybe plan for more people. But it was such a great night. We had a lot of cool people here. We saw Bobo. Bobo came here with Matt Fellon and all them guys from Nubby was here. All them guys from Simcoe and
Bruce City Gassers.
Brew City Gassers, yep. So one of the things that they talked about, there might be something cool coming up for the next show. We're going to keep it under wraps for now until I got absolute confirmation. But there's going to be some cool shit at the next show.
I agree.
But like I said, I'm going to keep it under wraps for the moment because
You kind of gave it away, but whatever.
yeah,
Anyways,
kind of, but
maybe a little bit.
A little bit, but no, it's there's going to be some neat stuff. But like I said tonight, oh my God, the cars that we had again. How many new cars did we have? We had a bunch of old people, not old people, but people that have been here a bunch of times. Yeah, I remember
older
some
guests.
old people too. But it was a great night. So John, this is your first time being here this year, right?
I think it's my second.
Second time, sorry.
I was here for the first one.
Oh yeah, when you slipped on the ice.
Yes.
So what'd you think? What'd you think of tonight?
Well, finally had some decent weather for it.
Yeah, it was beautiful tonight.
It was good. Yeah, I think it was, the first one I was here. I don't think, how many has it been? It's just 3?
This is the
This is
third,
The third
year,
one,
isn't it?
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah, so
pay
it was the first
attention,
one.
would you?
Right, stay with us.
We're already a
Yeah.
third of the way done.
A lot going on.
Yeah, right. We are a third of the way done right now. Hard to believe. Thanks, Kyle.
Right.
So we're going to recap the shows that we were at over the weekend. And since Kyle and Beth, you guys were at the Charleston house, I had to work, so I wasn't able to make it. What'd you guys think?
It was nice.
Yeah, overall, a really, really good show again. About doubled in size from last year.
Yep, 70
Yeah.
plus cars.
Yeah, I think I had about 80 once everybody was through, yeah.
And, did you guys get any feedback from the residents that were there or anybody?
I didn't talk to any residents, but they all looked really happy to be going around
Yeah, there was
for
a
the
lot of
music
people
and the
walking
cars.
around. The music was good.
Yeah. The one thing that got me is when I talked with Julia, I think it was the lady who puts it on. She said that last year when they did it, there was people walking around, the residents, who said, I didn't think I'd ever see this car again. And, if that doesn't put a fire under your ass to take your car to a car show, I don't know what will.
Yeah.
Because that's half the reason we do this. I mean, a little bit later on, we got Tom Vinopal coming on, and we talked a little bit about this, too, about how important it is to show these cars off and make sure people get to see them.
And I think we had good parking spots.
We did.
Even without being saved. But next year we'll have to RSVP for sure to make sure we have spots if we're not there in time.
Sure. And then Tracy and I went to the Wrench Life show in Sharon, Wisconsin. Where's Sharon? It is right on the border of Wisconsin and Illinois, kind of think between, Beloit and Lake Geneva. And literally, if you stand on Main Street and pee to the south, you're peeing in Illinois.
So you did that, didn't you?
Did you do that?
I did not. I did not. But I got to tell you, that was such a cool show. It was right downtown in the city of Sharon, which I didn't even know Sharon, Wisconsin existed. But they had such cool cars. They had a lot of cars. Obviously, most cars I'd never seen before. But we were very well received, and we saw so many cool things. They even had tractors. I kind of felt jealous. I thought we were the only show that had tractors. but they didn't have any Ferraris or Porsches, so hey, we win there.
Yep.
I saw about the most original duster I've ever seen. And nobody ever gives a shit about a duster, right? But this thing was like, you could have rolled it off the showroom floor. It was that neat. So thanks to Bob Yankee for inviting us down for that. And I think we're going to bring some more cars down to the sister show in Clinton in the end of July. So look for that. We might try to get a couple cars together to go down to that because it was such a neat show. And it's a nice drive. It's figure an hour and a half straight south of Lipsick. And it's all an easy drive. I think we took 26 through Fort Atkinson to, 89, a bunch of other little roads, but all back roads, and it was a nice drive.
That's the best when you do that.
Oh, yeah. It was great. Yep. So, yeah, you guys might be wondering where Al is tonight. Al is in Idaho looking for the perfect potato.
Yep, something like that.
Yeah, he couldn't find it last year to go back again.
Yep. So, speaking of Idaho, Tulsa had the Route 66 cruise. They tried to set a record, which I believe they did with 3,956 cars or something, if I remember right. But one of the things that happened, so if I understand this right, and Kyle, you might be able to correct me, is that all the cars that they were staging to go on this cruise down Route 66, or the parade as they called it, all staged at some, like a big venue, like a community center type, not a community center, but like a stadium type thing. But it was a huge parking lot where everybody staged. And when the thing took off, they had all these cars. It was Guinness Book of World Record was there, and they verified as the biggest car cruise ever. But the bad thing about it, of course, it's got to have a but.
Got to have that but.
We posted a video on it last night where Derek Berry from Vice Grip Garage talked about it. And there's 1,200 people stuck in traffic that weren't allowed to join the cruise.
Can you imagine?
Pretty much we're told to be turn around and go home.
Turn around and go home.
In a massive traffic jam.
Yeah, as mad as my Ranchero gets it back to the 50s. I couldn't imagine if you were stuck in that line.
Yeah.
Well, you saw the video. I think he was headed, against the traffic. There's just hoods popped up. Everything was overheating.
Sure.
Yep. And that's what, and it's probably was warm down in Tulsa too. So, that's what happens. But man, guys, I heard a lot of craziness coming out of Tulsa, and hopefully the people there in Tulsa get their heads out of their collective asses. And because I another cattle truck without a muffler. I'm not mad though, except we're trying to record a podcast. But anyway, there was
just check out Vice Grip Garage anywhere on socials. Derek has been posting quite a bit about this situation.
Well, and I feel for Derek too. I mean,
he's very pleasantly pissed about it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even say pleasantly pissed. Derek is just he's calm and cool, and he's like, you guys fucked up. He didn't say that. That's my words, not his. But he's calling him out on it. And you know what? They called him to be the Grand Marshal. And when you call Derek to be the Grand Marshal, you better expect that it's going to meet his expectations as well as yours. Yes.
And it's going to be big.
And it's going to be big.
A lot of people are going to show up.
Yeah. So we're with you, Derek. And I just got to say, and I'm sure you're listening.
He has to in Iola.
Right?
Yeah,
right.
he might.
Right.
Yep. We're just glad that we have somebody like you as an ambassador for our hobby.
Absolutely.
To see the way that you showed the passion of the rest of us, the way you talked on a TV station right there, man, that you just captured everything right there. And it was wonderful to hear that. So thank you very much for standing up for the hot rod community. We can't thank you enough, and can't wait to say hi to you up at Iola. And we'll see you soon. So with that, Kyle, how do people find us on the old Hot Rod Tuesday podcast?
Well, they got to go to Facebook or Instagram or TikTok and look up Hot Rod Tuesday podcast. Look for the blue logo. That way you know it's us.
Right. And those of you looking for me on Facebook, as I heard a couple of people.
I forgot YouTube. Look
at YouTube also. YouTube also.
Don't forget about that.
Well, a few people asked me why they couldn't message me on Facebook. Well, apparently I have a cybersecurity blah, 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 and they disabled my Facebook account until it can all get straightened out. I don't know what the hell all that means. But I'm on Facebook enough to run the the two sites that we have with the podcast and with the car show. Hopefully within a month or 6, we'll have the thing back online. I don't know. They set up to 180 days.
Like most people your age, clicking all the links they shouldn't.
You know what? It was clicking on Facebook links from Meta. It said from facebook.business.com.
Right. Don't do it.
Yeah,
it's like we tell Al, don't touch it.
Well, he gets different links.
Yeah. So anyway, going back to we want to talk about our sponsors here for the 2026 car show season. We want to thank Precision Stripping and Tires from Reeseville. Jumper didn't make it out tonight. He's actually on his way out to Pennsylvania, I think, for the Ford Bronco Nationals things. Oh, wow. And Bruce's Classic Restorations LLC, front row and center row, right up in front of the band tonight. He's from the Slinger Metro area. M&S Fabrication. Oh yeah, that's right, your neighbor.
That's my neighbor.
M&S Fabrication from Juneau. Rocky's Tree Service donating on behalf of the Dodgeland FFA alumni. And this year we're also accepting night sponsors for door prizes. So far we've had some pretty cool ones from the Greg Schwartz Agency offering Hagerty Insurance. August 11th will be Napa of Waupun night. He's got a whole pile of stuff to give away, tools and all sorts of fun stuff. And Crafty Creations by Shelby has donated a bunch of awesome stuff. And not to mention Motostatic gave us a bunch of T-shirts too. So Motostatic's coming up in a couple of weeks. And are you going up to that, Beth? I'm sure. Oh, yeah. So I'll be there after work again as normal. But
I can call you in so you can leave early.
I am the only one working that day.
You're just going to have to lock it up.
Yeah. I'm just kidding, Mark. Nobody's calling anybody in.
Sorry. Oops.
Anyway, coming up next, we're going to talk to Tom Vinopal of the Wizards of Rods Car Club. They got a great show coming up in Warrens, Wisconsin, and he's going to talk about how the Wizards of Rods got their start and how it's changed throughout the years. And
it's a big event. 3 days.
Oh, it is 3 days.
Huge.
They got car cruise, fish fry.
They got it all.
But going back to Motostatic, they don't have polka on Friday night at their show. So if you guys like polka and you like car shows, make sure you check out Motostatic on Friday night of the show that they got. So coming up next is going to be Tom Vinopal of the Wizards with Rods. And after that, we'll have History with Kyle, Buzz with Beth, and the shit that John says Al would say coming up.
Right.
Hey guys, on the phone I have Tom Vinopal from the Wizards of Rods Club. Tom, welcome to the podcast.
Hi.
So you guys have a show called the Wizards of Rods put on this car show, and it's pretty big and a big epic event. But before we get to that, I'm kind of a sucker for history, so why don't you tell us how the Wizards of Rods got started and maybe a little bit about yourself and how this whole thing came about?
Well, way back in about 1978 or thereabouts, there were 5 of us building cars. And you may even know some of them. If you remember Jim Weimer, he has the JW.
Oh, sure.
Used to have the JW Rod Shop in Belgium down there.
Yep.
Or he sold it to that guy, whatever.
Yep.
And Jim was one of our founding members. And but anyway, he'd moved up to Elroy from Milwaukee, and he had put together. He bought it out of Jack's Junkyard. It was a 38 Ford pickup, and he made a bobber out of it.
All right.
Lowered it, shortened the bed and what have you. Put a 390 Ford in it, and that's how we met Jim. Well, there was 5 of us that were building cars at the same time, and we got together. And what we do is we'd meet like once a week and work on each other's vehicles. And that's how we met Jim, invited him. We got to thinking, why don't we start a car club? So that's exactly what we did. We ended up, took out an ad in the local paper up here, said, hey, anybody interested in old cars, we're going to have a meeting, such and such a place, such and such a time. And, I think we had 50 people show up. Well, a lot of them were, at the time, you had a difference between street rods and street machines, and
sure.
Street rods we kind of limited it to that. And at that time, it was 48 and earlier.
Uh-huh.
So, let's see, Jerry had a 36 sedan delivery, and Jim had that 38, and Gary had a 37 Chevy Coupe, and my cousin Bob had a 35 Ford four-door, and I had my 36 Chevy pickup. And we got them all on the road about the same time. Our first, when we had that meeting, there was probably about 50 people there, as I said, and of course with the street machiners, they kind of dropped out right away.
Sure.
The next week, we got, about half that many, and we said, hey, well, we ought to start thinking about maybe we form it. What are we going to have for a club name? And I had been a member of the National Street Rod Association since '78, and when they listed the fellow pages, and
Sure.
they list all the clubs in there and what have you, and we got to talking about the Tin Men down in Illinois, and somebody said, well, that sounds like something from the Wizard of Oz. And Wizard of Oz, we said, Wizards of Rods, that sounds like it, and it stuck. That name stuck. So that's how we got started way back many years ago.
Sure.
And our first show was in 1981, and we had, probably 50, 60 vehicles in the local area at the Mauston Fairgrounds.
Okay.
And so we that was where we held our first 5 shows at the Mauston Fairgrounds. And Jim Weimer, knowing a lot of people from Milwaukee, him and I used to travel that interstate almost every weekend in the summer and go to a show down that way. And we got to know a lot of people, and pretty soon those people started coming up our way.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So we had, like I say, the first 5 there. And then we had a couple of the first officers decided, shall we say, get rid of their spouses and join forces.
Sure.
So the club went for like 4 months without any meetings or anything. And about that time, a couple that owned Nine Eagles Resort near Linden Station. By the way, those first 5 shows were all one-day shows.
Okay.
Anyway, this couple down there, they approached me and wanted to know if we wanted to do a weekend show at their resort. So, hey, why not? We'll give it a try. I got all the other old members back together, and I says, what do you think? We can do a weekend show. We have a better turnout, this and that. Camping's reasonable, blah, 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 blah. All the way through it. And in the first 5 years, we had 4 changes of management.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, it was like starting over.
Oh, my
year.
gosh. That makes it hard, doesn't it?
So, it does. It really does. But we had people from the Madison area. That's how we got into flame throwing. We had some of those guys come up and put on a demonstration for the flame throwing and, all the different games we have and whatnot. Anyway, right after the 5th year anniversary, turned out that land, which had been a resort for 100 years, was something that the Ho-Chunk Nation decided that they were going to, that was part of their sacred land. That's where 2 rivers meet.
Okay.
And, so they somehow reclaimed it, and nobody can get in there now. And at the time, we said, well, what are we going to do? So we moved up to Jellystone Resort in Warrens. And we had several changes of management, but they were always conducive to us, and we held our event there for 30 years. 5 years ago, those owners sold out to a corporation. Well, they offered us a 40-car parking lot, and we regularly brought in around 200 cars. I think the most we had was 275. The least was probably 110. So when I say 200, it's a variance in there.
Well, yeah, it's like herding cats sometimes.
Yeah, you got it. So, anyway, so the last 5 years we moved around the corner to the log cabin place.
Okay.
Which is more or less, it's actually driveway to driveway. It's 2 miles exactly, but you'd never know it. You go through the little town of Warrens, and we're only a block off the downtown. So.
Okay. Yeah, be at 601 Pine Street in Warrens, and if you're on I-94, it's exit 135.
Yes, exit 135. Yep, you are correct.
So now, coming up with this show, it's going to be Father's Day weekend. And it showed as Fun Run 45. Now, you guys went through some changes and everything. We heard about the growing pains. But you got this Father's Day weekend this year, June 19th, 20th, and 21st, and it's going to be a rain or shine event. So Friday, what do you got going Friday?
Friday, excuse me, we've got a fish fry cruise. We've had a fish fry cruise for many years. We always put down on our registration, if you're going to go on the fish fry cruise, let us know who's coming so we can at least plan for the food.
Sure.
And we've gone to different places around the area. It might be 2 blocks away. It might be 16 miles away, I think is the longest we've ever had.
Okay.
Pre-register, let us know just for the food number. Everybody, it's a Dutch treat. Everybody buys their own.
Sure.
You get a choice of, 2-piece, 1-piece, 3-piece, whatever.
Yeah, right.
Used to be you could do it for about $4.50, but you can't do a fish fry for under 15 now, I think.
Yeah. Thank God for inflation, huh? We're getting away. We're getting by way too cheap.
I just love it. And then with the gas prices, the cruise might be a little shorter.
Yeah, gas is dropping. I saw $3.74 the other day, so it's getting better. Wow. It's getting better.
Even though the same day it's been dropping, the radio says, because of this thing that fell through on the national, the Iran thing, could be up to $5 for regular gas for July 4th.
Yeah.
Well, jeepers. I paid $5. I always put premium in my vehicles.
Yeah.
And I filled it up. It was $5.50.
Yeah.
56 cents. 5 to 56.
Yeah. Isn't that a great feeling?
I hope it doesn't discourage a lot of cruising this year.
You know what? We got such a short window, and if it's if you think of it this way, like me, I usually put 10 gallons in at a time, right? And if I look at it, I only have a 12-gallon tank, but if I put in 10 gallons, it's only costing me usually, just see, even if it's an extra $20, and for the fun that I get, that's the way I justify it. I'm not saying it's okay and that I'm good with the gas price, but that's how I justify it. Okay, so going back to your...
I have a friend that's going on a rat rod tour, and he gets 5 miles to the gallon. He's going to Las Vegas this summer.
Oh, good Lord.
Anyway, you go ahead.
Then Saturday, you've got NSRA vehicle inspections, which I think is a great idea. Everybody should probably go through and do that to make sure. A second set of eyes never hurts anything when people are getting their cars looked at. You have games, and you have a 50-50 raffle, and you have, it looks like a DJ, Bel Air Beats, is playing hot rod music through the weekend, so that's pretty cool. But talk a little bit about the Dress Vintage. What do you got going there? Is that...
Well, 11 years ago, we started a pinup contest, and we says, well, now if we can get everybody to dress that way, so everybody kind of gets together, walks around the grounds with... 40s, 50s, 60s outfits on. I've got one friend from up by Merrill. He sometimes shows up. He's a nerd.
Oh, even better.
So it's a little bit of everything. But that's how we justify the vintage dress vintage day.
Yeah, so the pinup contests are pretty cool. Actually, I think we initially set this interview up last December in Juneau at the pinup contest that's at the Juneau Community Center, And, hopefully we can get some more people to come out for that. There's nothing better than a pinup contest in December when you get to talk to all your old car guys, especially when you get to the point like, it's going to be a long winter. Well, you get to relive all this stuff with the car guys. And, you got the pinup girls, and it's just like having a car show without the cars.
The lady that ran it, she asked me to judge that show. So I kind of pride myself. I put ours together, our pinup contest together. It took me 3 years to get it accepted with the club. Well, we don't want that. Well, 3 years, and they finally, now it's the best thing since sliced bread. But
people don't understand how much fun they are. They hear pinup contests, and the first thing they think is half-naked women running around. Well, that is not the case. But
not at all.
There's just so much fun, and the it's just a blast. Those things are. I mean, the first time my wife told me, "Hey, let's go see this," and I go, "Oh God, here we go." So you go because it's what you do, right? And I'm like, "Well, this is actually kind of fun."
Well, not only that, but I like to see a lady in a dress, and that's something that hasn't been around since the 40s and 50s.
Right.
My mother used to wear a dress all the time, don't matter where she went. So,
right.
Yeah, and so it kind of separates the sexes a little bit.
Right. Then you have pinstripers on scene. I've seen Fat Daddy's work. Highway Star, I'm not sure that I've ever seen, but I'm sure there'll be pinstriping for if people come up with their car and say, "Hey, can you pinstripe this?"
They can, and both of those people also show up and display their work at the World of Wheels.
Okay.
When it goes on in February.
Sure.
And and they happen to know each other, so yeah, that'd be great. Got 2 of them this year.
Yeah, perfect.
And we've got a tattoo artist too. He's coming out of Sparta or West Salem, somewhere up that direction.
Holy cow.
So if anybody wants to get a tattoo, they can do that too. He's been busy for 2 years now, so.
Well, even better.
Of course, there's been a lot of people get tattoos. I haven't, I don't have anything passionate enough to wear to my grave yet, so I haven't gotten any.
My dad was in the Navy for quite a few years, and I said, "Why didn't you ever get a tattoo?" He said, "I never got drunk enough."
That would happen.
But it took me 53 years to get to that point, and I got our car show logo. I put that on with the truck and everything like that. That was the only thing I think that I can do. I mean, I could put my kids' names on there, but I remember who they are. Maybe someday when I forget everything else, I'll look at my arm and go, "Who else's truck is that?" Then also you've got a swap meet, and if you guys are looking to be vendors at that, it looks like $30 for swap spaces.
Yep.
And then there's a poker run.
Before we get to poker
sure.
run, the vendor stuff. It doesn't matter if you're gonna sell, jewelry or swap meet items, or if you're a food truck. $30, take up all the space for the weekend. So
that's a good deal.
Come on up, and we have to work the grounds in the fall when they have their Cranberry Fest.
Sure.
And that way, it doesn't cost us anything now. So we're not making a lot, but we're definitely not charging a lot either.
It's all about having a good time. That's one thing I noticed with car people. They're not, the most of the events out there, they're not out there to make $1,000 off everybody. Usually it's just enough to cover expenses and call it good.
You have to be a local Lions Club or maybe a church organization or something, and they think car show, because we have these cars, we have lots of money. We put all our money into the cars. That's a missed fallacy,
Yeah, and like we're just talking about, a lot of people leave them in the garage and look at them because they're too expensive to drive down the street. All right, so going back, we mentioned a poker run here a little bit ago. It's about 40 miles, and you got prizes, and it looks like you got a potluck dinner at the log cabin. You guys got so much stuff going on.
Run. Well, we do. We've got a small club. I think we only get about 25 at our meetings, give or take. And, we've got to have 5 stops, so we've got 5 people tied up there.
Sure.
we make trophies and whatnot for that. And then, the potluck dinner afterwards. Anybody's welcome to come.
Okay.
We usually have all kinds of food, and it's just kudos to the person that shows up with a pot to pass.
Sure.
So,
And then, a lot of places, the mainstream people, they have fireworks at night. And you guys have the automotive equivalent of fireworks, which is flamethrowers.
Yep. Anybody that's got them, we welcome to come in. I don't know how well that'll be attended with the gas prices, because that's what they shoot.
Yeah. Let's just throw it up in the air and light it on fire.
Right.
But no, that's cool. If you guys have never seen flamethrowers, make sure you check these guys out. That sounds like a lot of fun. And then
I like the old school style.
Right.
A lot of them are injected now, but I like the old school style where they put the spark plugs in the coils, the old Model T coils in the car, and light their spark plugs with it. So
pull the choke out and let her go.
Yep.
And then Sunday is the car show day, and it shows you got registration from 9 to 11:30, and once again you've got a DJ and you've got free National Street Rod Association inspections. That's just so much work going on there to have these guys looking at your cars. But like I said,
and it's free.
And it's free.
People don't realize it's free.
Yeah, and like I said before, an extra set of eyes doesn't hurt. And then you've also got a pedal car, stroller, wagon, and bike show along with it. And you guys got a lot going on.
We call that the cool contraption, and I think we put on there sometimes see what your club can come up with, and it's usually just single people that we had one guy bring in a hot rodded suitcase one time.
Well, yeah. Why have just a normal suitcase when you can have a hot rodded suitcase?
So it's just a fun thing. That's something else we add. Just like on Saturday, we have games that a lot of people don't have anymore, and we've got a small club that has to put it all together. So.
Yeah. So, Sunday, I would imagine you probably get a bunch of traffic from guys coming back to the 50s, or not really?
Well, sometimes. It was more accessible when we were at Jellystone, because they are right off the interstate.
Right.
So now they have to drive an extra 2 miles. But yes, we have had people come back. They get out of there on Sunday, and then normally Father's Day weekend doesn't land on the same as Back to 50.
Yeah. Every once in a while, though, it does.
Yeah, it depends on the calendar. They book their our show is always Father's Day weekend, which is always the third Sunday.
Okay.
Whereas up there, they book it by the 26th weekend of the year. That's how they book the fairgrounds.
Well, that makes sense.
Minnesota. Yeah. So, it's just the way it is, and we're going to be on their weekend, or they're going to be on ours, whichever you prefer.
Yeah, they're going to be on yours.
For the next couple of years again, and then you throw leap year in it, and the calendar moves ahead, and
sure.
So you never know when it's going to be. But ours is always on Father's Day weekend.
Yep.
So,
we always had.
Love to see the Back to 50 people come.
We always
haven't been to Back to 50s for a long time because of it.
Yeah, we've have our stuff reserved this year, but we're looking to maybe branch out and do other things next year. Well,
I've understand that they've raised their prices, and we have not raised our prices since 1991.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. But anyway, Tom,
they had all the ice things going on up there. People are a little afraid of what may happen to their car, and they want to kind of stay away.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping it increases our traffic this year.
Yeah, I think so. We'll have to see. But anyway, Tom, thanks for taking the time to talk to us. You guys have, it looks like an amazing show, and one that I hope we can get up to here very shortly.
Well, stop by on your way back from 50s.
I will see what we can do. We usually take back roads, and I'm not sure how close we get to Warren's, but I will check it out on the map.
Yeah, we're only 8 miles above Toma, so
everybody
wondered, everybody, it's not far.
No, I guess not.
For us,
we go right through Toma.
I've got to drive 52 miles just to put on my own show.
Well, that's like for me. We got our show a little bit later tonight. I got to drive about 52 feet. And like I said,
I'm the only founding member that stayed with it all these years. We've had people come and go, and a lot of our founding members passed away, and but there's still a couple around, and I've kept in contact with most of them.
Well, you're also welcome to come up to our shows anytime that you want to. Just give me a heads up. Let me know you're coming, and love to have you up here.
And you are in where?
We're just in Beaver Dam, so probably about an hour from you.
Oh, shucks, that's easy,
Yeah, it's probably about an hour for you, isn't it, I would say?
About, you were, a little more maybe, because Juneau, I think, was an hour and a quarter.
Yeah, we're 10 minutes from Juneau, so.
Right. Been over that way.
Well, cool.
I've been down that direction a lot. Well, like I say, when I was cruising with Jim, but he's since passed away, so.
Yeah.
So,
all right, Tom. So thanks again for calling in, and hopefully we'll talk to you soon, and you guys get a whole ton of cars for your car show. Your whole event, actually.
Put my number on your podcast.
Sure.
Let them come.
Yep. So, if people want to get a hold of you, how do they do that?
Best is, I have a landline. I don't have a cell phone, so leave it on a message on my machine. I'll call you back. And my daughter's on the machine. I had one pinup girl call the other day, and I see she had called but didn't leave a message. And I said, "You didn't recognize my daughter's voice, did you?" "No." She said. So, don't be afraid. There's a young lady talking on there.
Okay. And what's your number in case people want to get a hold of you?
608-985-8040.
All right. Sounds good. And that was Tom Vinopal of the Wizards of Rods. They got their Fun Run 45 this Father's Day weekend up in Warrens, Wisconsin. Thanks again, Tom, and we'll talk to you soon.
Sounds good, Tom.
All right.
This is Allie from Iola, and you're listening to the Hot Rod Tuesday podcast. Join me at the Iola Car Show July 9th through 11th for America's Car Show and Swap Meet.
And here we have History with Kyle. What do you got?
Good, that was really tame. Good job.
That was it? Wow. I gave you free reign to say whatever you wanted to say.
You could have. Wow.
We've known each other too long. I guess we have a different respect than you and Al have, I guess.
I guess.
Well,
Well, starting off in 1906, June 4th, is when Kissel Car Company was established in Hartford.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's my neighborhood.
Oh,
sorry.
I'm doing a lot of whistle noises right now for some reason. So I'm going to get down there at Hartford eventually. You don't hear it?
No.
It's driving me crazy. It's me, not the microphone. But the Kissel Car Company in Hartford, I want to get over there eventually and see the historical sign there and all that stuff.
I want to get back to the museum. It's been
Maybe I got to do that too. 10
or 15 years since I've been there.
Been a long time, even for me, yeah.
Maybe do the show right from the train room.
That'd be fun.
That is, you guys talked about it a little bit a while back about going in there. It is an eerie feeling, not just because it's dark and it's this massive train sitting there, but there's something about being back in there.
Oh, yeah.
But I think you described it as you had 1,000 people watching you, but no one's there.
Yeah, like everybody was there waiting for a train, and nobody was there but us, and I think one employee.
And I would believe that if the whistle blew on that thing while you're in there,
I'd probably poop a little.
I would.
Well, it's kind of fun to.
Yeah.
Kind of on that same topic, but not really. Before the show today, I was up at Lipstick Cemetery, and I went by your grandparents. And when I was by them, the bell next to their thing started ringing. And I walked away, the bell quit.
Huh.
Saying hello.
That's
should have done EVP.
No.
Derek was doing EVPs. He did a cruise through the Black Hills and what do you call out in South Dakota, the Black Hills, and what's the other part? Badlands?
Badlands, yeah.
Yeah, and he was in one place. He's doing an EVP.
Really?
Oh, yeah, it was pretty cool.
I see that.
I finished watching that video today, and it dawned on me that he could just have a TV show of him just going to attractions and just having a guy following with the camera.
Oh, yeah.
It is absolutely hilarious.
Yeah.
I'll have to catch up on that one.
Yeah.
I didn't see it.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, but I thought that was the strangest thing, that I was just looking at where your grandparents are, and then that bell next to them started going off. When I walked away, it
Spooky.
quit. Yeah.
Somebody's probably going, time's up. I'm ready. But anyway, what else you got?
In 1921, Mack Trucks adopted the Bulldog as their symbol. So I know you like something you got to say about Mack Trucks.
Yeah,
whenever see
you
them.
know, Beth, you know why I would never drive a Mack truck? I mean, I think the trucks are great. I have nothing against the truck itself. Trucks are fine.
That's one of the first trucks I ever drove with my dad, was a
Really?
Mack truck.
Do you want to know why I wouldn't drive a Mack truck?
Yes.
Because you have to look at a dog's ass all day long.
We were looking at the road, but
Oh, anyway. Okay.
it's a good idea.
And that's
I
how
get
you
it.
always knew when Onyx needed to use the bathroom.
Yeah.
You just see what it looked like, and then you
Yeah.
know she had to go.
Yeah. Oh, she did. Her butthole would swell up and it was like, up, time to go.
Way too much information.
That,
Anyway,
Onyx was my dog.
yeah,
Just so you
okay.
know. Okay.
Yeah. 1925, the 100,000th Chevy was built in the factory in Janesville.
Oh, wow.
Bow tie.
June 6th of 33, the first drive-in movie theater was opened, and that was in New Jersey.
New Jersey.
Jersey.
And the last thing I have today, 1954, Steve Kinzer, the king of the outlaws, sprint car racing, born in Indiana.
Well, that's cool. So we got a Steve Kinzer story, too. Kyle were you in Florida then?
Yeah.
So I wasn't going to go watch the World of Outlaws, and this was at Beaver Dam Raceway. God, this is what, 15 years ago, probably?
Not that long ago.
Whatever it was. It was a while ago. And I wasn't going to
Maybe
go,
10.
and then Kyle's like, well, why don't you go and see if you can get me some autographs? I'm like, okay. So I'm walking around, and I got some pictures. I got some autographs and stuff. And then I saw Steve Kinzer sitting there. And in the past, I had been able just to go up and talk to him. And it was pretty cool. You know, I didn't waste a bunch of his time, but it was always like, hey, how's the car running? What do you think of this? What do you think of that? And this time I walked up to him, and it had been a few years, and he had lost a lot of hearing, and I had to kind of shout at him, which was kind of cool. But I said, hey, my son is in the Navy right now. Would you say hi to him if I called him? He's like, hell yeah. So I give him the phone. I call Kyle, and I give him the phone, and he's like, hey, Kyle, this is Steve Kinzer. No, really, it's Steve Kinzer. So Kyle got to talk to Steve Kinzer. I figured that was better than any kind of autograph or anything like that. And I remember talked to you for a little bit. And I don't even know what you're talking about because it was so loud. But after you got done, he handed me the phone back, and I thanked him profusely. And he's like, no, anytime. And I literally walked away from Kinzer's car and looked on Facebook, and there was a post on there. I just talked to however many time champion of the World of Outlaws, Steve Kinzer. So that was really cool. That made my day. And, I think it made his too. He was able to talk to somebody in the military who was a huge fan. And then I know it made Kyle's day too, because he was just so gracious, and being able to do something like that. That was really slick. And speaking of World Outlaws, they'll be coming up June 6th up in Plymouth, Saturday night. So if you guys want to check them out, they put up those new grandstands. They'll have plenty of extra seats. So
Where
go
does
up
the grandstands come from?
They came from Beaver Dam Raceway, and before that, where'd they come from?
I knew this a second ago. Not a second
Yeah.
ago, but a while ago.
Yeah, they came from the Milwaukee Mile.
Yeah.
So Milwaukee Mile moved there. They got new bleachers, and the Raceway at Beaver Dam got the old bleachers. And now the old bleachers that were Beaver Dam Raceway are now the new bleachers in the pits at Plymouth Speedway, or Plymouth Dirt Track. Plymouth Speedway's in Indiana, I found out. But anyway, enough of that. Coming up next is going to be The Buzz with Beth.
Hi, I'm Ed.
Hi, I'm Bob. We're with the Wisconsin Specialty Vehicle Alliance, dedicated to preserving our right to restore, modify, and drive our specialty vehicles.
And we're listening to Hot Rod Tuesday podcast.
All right, here she is, a sweetheart of Slinger. It's Hot Rod Beth. Beth, what do you got going this weekend?
Man, I tell you, June 6th is action-packed.
It is.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, it's
summer,
like an invasion.
Yeah, summer has definitely started. So Saturday, we've got the cruise going out to Michael's Auto Design. We're leaving out of the Sussex area.
Okay.
Off of K and 164 at the Quick Trip. We're meeting at 8:30, leaving at 9 to go up there. There's also a very cool show going on at Suburban Motors.
Oh, yeah, the Harley place?
Yes, and it's Cruising for a Cure. This young lady has got a a show going. It's her second one this last month,
Okay.
and it's very worthwhile. Very worthwhile. And then the 7th, if I'm not mistaken,
Go ahead.
Cars and Coffee, maybe? No.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It's the Lions Club in Union Grove.
Oh, Union. Okay.
Again,
All right. It's okay.
you can't go wrong with the Lions Club.
No,
You know,
no.
again, we talked about charities, so on. What we did see at the show we were at this weekend was a lot of kids.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of kids getting, and guys letting them in their cars and so on. We talked about it. That's,
Let them back out.
Yeah, so important,
Yeah.
right? Let them out. But they really thought that was neat. I know Greg that we were with let the kids go in his car, blow the horn. It was,
Yeah.
you got to do it. We really need to do it.
So, couple different events that I saw on WisconsinMotorEvents.com. First one is up in Neillsville at Clark County Fairgrounds. It's called the Cadaverific Hearse Show.
I love it.
And yeah, so if you're listening, Charlie, you might want to take the old
that's
ass
one
ride
thought I
up
had
there.
too when you
Yeah,
said
so the
that show was up.
Cadaverific Hearse Show. My God, I love it.
Jeff Ullman would have loved it.
Yeah, oh yeah, right. He would have. And yeah, thanks for not calling it a hearse. God, it drives me batshit crazy when people call it a hearse.
Yeah, I think someday I want to get a hearse.
Yeah, hearse shifter, fine.
I have one of those.
I know you do.
We met Linda.
Also on Saturday, Classic Cars on State Street in
Oh, yeah.
Madison.
Madtown.
And on June 7th, if you're in the area, Beaver Dam, or Dam Cars and Coffee in Beaver Dam, right out in front of Hometown Glass. And yeah, you're not going to want to miss that. And I'll step in for Al right now, Beth, just so you can ask the question. I don't want you to get out of practice.
Well, we know you weren't at his house doing anything. You weren't doing any bolts or nuts or anything like that. Although there's nuts all over the place here.
Yeah.
Whatever.
It's looked like that as long as I can remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he was throwing his nuts around
Yeah.
last week like there was no tomorrow.
No.
But
Al.
Here's Al. Nope, I didn't do anything this week. Okay, so Al didn't do anything.
He
So
installed his rear end again.
that was
Yeah,
good, yes,
so-
in a seat.
Yep, all the way to Idaho.
so
At
here
least
we
it's with Forrest, though. It's a good reason.
here we go. It's going to be the shit that John says, Al says. What do you have for us this week, John L?
Well, the other day, I was driving past one of the local lakes, and I saw something that I've never seen before. A couple of Amish fellers out in a boat fishing. I don't know if that's uncommon, but, you know, first time I've ever seen that. But stranger than that was, that boat had no motor, no sail, no paddles, not an oar in sight. It's oar.
We got it.
No W's there, right?
Okay.
So I'm like, I got to see all about this. So I stopped and I says, hey, you know, how you doing this, right? Turns out they had a pretty phenomenal team of seahorses hitched to the front of that boat. You know, you just cracked the whip, off you went. Well, it's more of a bloop.
Thanks
Way you
for
went.
listening to
Oh,
Thanks for
shit.
listening
Good
to
job. You
my
messed it up
goodness.
now. Hey, that was good, though.
There you
Yeah,
go.
that's-
Seahorses.
If you think that's
Good.
bad, you should have saw what they're using for a depth finder. That guy was pissed.
I'm sure he was.
Jeremiah was not having it.
Sure wasn't
Oh,
Zeb
my.
Zeke or whatever.
Right?
Last
All
night
right.
was Yoder.
So before, you know, I always heard that the people that cart him around, they call those Yoder toters. But anyway, coming up, the car shows that we got coming up. We say, obviously, you've heard about Wizards of Rods, June 19th, 20th, and 21st. This one we talked about last week was the Loretta Ann Rockabilly Show.
That was
in
incredible.
Tucumcari, New Mexico, July 10th, 11th, and 12th, right there on Route 66. You want to check that out. There is a whole bunch of stuff. If you're looking for something to do in Tucumcari,
He's got it all.
He's got it all.
And then some.
It's all
From
right.
a poker run to mud bogging, there's a bunch of it. Starting June 3rd, which is tomorrow night, we got the cruising night at the
that's
A&W
Windsor.
in Windsor,
Yeah.
Windsor, Wisconsin. And if you have any questions on that, you want to give a call at 608-846-4314. I already sent it over.
Okay,
And also on Sunday, August 16th, this will be a fun one. I think we should do this. We should do a broadcast from here the 40th annual Newburgh Lions Car Show
I
in
like
Newburgh.
it. Yes.
That'll be from 7 to 3. They have coffee and donuts at 7 o'clock, $8 per vehicle. Dash plaque, door prizes, 50-50 raffle, food and beverages. If you need more information, you can call 262-675-6833.
It would be a great spot right next to the river. And
Yep. Right.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, it's a great show. The food
Remember
is
last
usually
year?
good.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Last year we talked to the guy with that Opel GT
Yeah.
that had it all painted up. That was pretty cool. And then on August 8th, Chevytown Corvettes has got their show up at Keys Chevrolet, or Keys Corvette Car Show. And you're going to want to check that out. It's going to be at Chevytown in Menominee, Wisconsin at 303 Oak Avenue. No admission or entry fee. There's a DJ and food truck, trophies, and door prizes. July 25th. But I got these out of whack here. I'm sorry. July 25th, there is a Patriot Flight Foundation show. They're honoring their veterans. That'll be at the Baraboo Candy Company in Baraboo, Wisconsin. And you want to check that out. There is 24 classes and trophies awarded for first, second, and third in all 24 classes. And there is 32-inch trophies for best of show for stock and custom. 100% of all proceeds go to the Badger Honor Flight.
Yeah, that's a nice show.
And lastly, of the shows that I have here in my hand, this is a fun show. Now, if you guys get a chance, it's Sunday, July 19th in Burnett Fireman's Park. It's going to be car and truck shows, Broughton Burgers, and all sorts of raffles. There's also the firefighter water barrel fights, sponsored by Chance's Pub and Grill. We haven't been to Chance's for a while, but Chance's has got some of the best food ever right there on Highway 26 in Burnett. And there is one other show that I want to find, and give me 1 second here while I bring up my in-pocket computer.
I had to do the Al duty of cracking that open right next to the microphone.
Oh,
That
yeah.
was good. That
Yeah.
was good.
How do you know it's Al that does that?
He told me
Oh, okay.
on
He was
the air.
bragging. Yep, that's
Is-
me.
I believe it was commented on, like, why do you do that? I put it right next to the microphone. It sounds like it is, too.
And of course I don't have it. But anyway, we'll talk about it next week because I'll have it saved by then. So it's down in Evansville. It'll be another fun show. We'll talk about that. It's a Colin Lucas Memorial Show. You guys can check it out. I don't have the information, but we will be down there. Beth, you might want to ride along for that one.
I think that I have that one on my phone. Has
Yeah.
saved.
Yeah, that looked like a great time, and we're looking forward to being at that one. Do you got it, Kyle, here before we
Yes,
shut it
I
down?
do. Kill a minute yet. I have it.
Kill a minute. Okay, quick.
Okay,
Beth, sing. Okay.
August 23rd is the Colin Lucas Memorial Show. I just don't have location. I just have it. We're going to the show that day.
It's in Evansville. Yep.
But it's August 23rd.
Yep. So yeah, and it's going to be a great time. We'll have more information posted on it, and I also have it posted to our internet on our internet website. Good lot. God,
Goodness.
stop, Tom.
What about the Waupun show?
Oh yeah, we almost forgot about that
Don't
one.
forget about
Oh
that
yeah,
one.
yep. So on the 28th of June, we have the Celebrate Waupun show. That'll be from 9 to 2:30, right next to the Celebrate Waupun Festival. It's going to be on, if you find the intersection of Madison and Spring Street, that's going to be where the entrance is. We have Brian Coleman bringing his 31 Chrysler Coupe. The thing's got like 2,000 horsepower. They're going to fire it up, rattle some windows. I also got some confirmation that Carly Stupar is going to be there with her car too. She's got a Gaster. She runs with the Brew City Gasters, and hopefully we can get a few more. And there's Danny dying in the background.
Right.
So
Are you
yeah,
okay
he's
over there?
yeah he's got his
It's always naturally like a series of sneezes.
Yeah, 8 or 9
he's got
more
his
to
12
go.
sneezes coming. So
Are you waving somebody in?
yeah, I was telling your mom to come in.
Oh, okay.
So I guess with that, that'll be it until next week. You guys have a great week, and we'll talk to you soon.
Get out there and drive them.
And let a kid in your car, and if it's not yours, make sure you let him back out.
Let them out.
Thanks for listening to the Hot Rod Tuesday podcast.